How's she going, boys? Mike here. Welcome back to Grampie's workshop. Quick little project here today, or I hope it's going to be quick. When Hurricane Dorian was forecast to come through, Nannie and I did some prep work. One of the things we did was took the roof off our temporary shelter that's out behind the barn here, where I store my some tractor implements and whatnot. Anyways, today it's not too windy and it's kind of half decent weather, so we're going to put the roof back on that. The other day I was patching the tarp for the end wall and I have the walls up. All we have to do is put the roof on, so that's what we're up to today. Nannie and I are going to haul the roof up, tie it all off again. So there's the shelter with no roof, and what we're up to today is we're going to put a roof on it. We're going to put two roofs actually. This is the original roof, and she's pretty rotten, a lot of holes in it, but it still works not too bad. So we're going to try to pull that one up on there first, then I have another big tarp that I'm going to put on over top of it. The way I hope to go about this is tie some ropes on it, throw the ropes over top of the building and pull it over. In theory, this is a foolproof system that we're going to do here, right? I went over it in my mind several times and it never failed once. There's a failure right off the bat because I didn't have a knot at the end of my rope. Now I do. Oh yeah, that rope is long. So here's our rope set up. I've got one rope that went all the way over, and then these two. So I'm gonna go around back and pull on that long one. I'm gonna get Nannie to pull on this one. We're gonna see how we make out. All right, let's try it.
Pull in the middle because it wasn't protected.
Okay, this one's okay.
Oh, it's catching there on that wire.
Yeah, I was expecting that too. So. You have a hole in the rope? Okay.
Yep.
So this is as far as it needs to go too. You pull on that center rope?
Yeah, I can get to it. Okay.
I think that's good. Just leave it up here now and sort it out. So I think that worked for the most part. There's a couple of little hooks on the side for a rope that goes through the end of the roof tarp. Just going to hook those on those cleats that we have, so that when I go to the front to pull it back, I won't pull it right back off again. Well, I'm going to try to do that. Okay, let's go around front and see if we can straighten her out over there. So the tarp's on pretty good. It's just not centered quite right, but I have to get in there on the ladder and, you know, shuffle it around a little bit, but it'll be alright. The little ball that I was talking about. So there's a flap that runs right along there, the whole length of the roof, and that flap gets tie wrapped to this bar to help hold it down, and the same on the back side of the tarp. There's the flap right along there. So that's what I'm going to be up to next, and then that'll have this roof situated on the shelter. Here's the there's a rope here. This rope with a little stop ball on the end of it runs all along the gable end and down to the other side. Right there. And you use that rope then to tension the roof to hold it good and tight. Now this worked really, really well, this tarp, I must say. And I don't think they make this style or model anymore. But it was meant as a summertime only shelter, and we've had it now, well, I'm going to say 5 years, more than that. And you can see some holes in the roof, but I bought another big tarp from Princess Auto to put on top of it. And we're going to haul that up here in a minute as soon as I get all this tie wrapped in place. Along the back side of the tarp here, I have lines tied on the edge of the roof, and I bring those lines down, loop them through these bases that the posts are anchored in, and then tie them back to a loop I have here. And if this rope is not too rotten, I just put a little strain on it, and a couple of half hitches here. That'll hold that good and tight, plus it's easy to untie. That's what I like about it. Okay, and then that also keeps tension on the roof, or helps to prevent the wind from flopping around. What I have is these little ledger strips on here. Because my walls don't go right down to the base, I have some plastic wall extensions I put in here to try to keep the weather out. It's not meant to keep critters or anything, because it's all open by the post. But anyway, I screwed those little nailer strips. Screwed those on to keep the walls from blowing around too much in the wind. Back around here at the front, I have another one of those lines on here. And once more, I'll just pass it through the hole in the base. Loop it up here. And just put a strain on it. You don't have to be very savage with this, right? Just put a strain on it. The whole idea is to keep the roof from moving and flopping too much in the wind. There. Okay, that roof is on. Alright, Good near 3. Can you reach it? Okay, just hold her there for a second. Okay, we're going to go behind and pull this up, and it should just slide up over there, slip as anything. 'Cause that's the way I think. Don't you love it when a plan comes together? All these lines I have on the end here, they work the same as these ones. I'm going to loop them through the base. And again, not too savage with it, just enough to hold it. This line is on the peak, so I get a couple of the grommets tied together to sort of form a pleat up there. And then on these 6x6, I just put screws in there, just as an anchor spot for them. I'll just tie that one now. I'll go to the other end and snug that up. I'll have it tight along the ridge pole, and then I can tighten it up, tension it along the side. Okay, now I'm just going to go tension the lines on the other end of the shelter, and then that should be good. I'll tie them off at the back, and then we're going to do the front edge here. There. Okay, so now what we have to do is secure this front edge, and I left it long here on the front because at one point I thought it would be a good idea, like in bad weather, we could just let it down, but I just end up keeping it rolled up most of the time. But anyway, I have some strips of wood I'm just going to put along this beam here and screw them to the beam, so I'm going to get those now and set that up. Anyway, that's why we're going to put those sticks up. So I'll come back when that's done.
And that's because it goes around the sides, so.
Yeah. So you have to sort of finesse it. Thank you. So there we go. We have the roof put back on the temporary shelter. So Hurricane Dorian, he was here and gone. And now we're, I'd say, back to normal. All right, man. I thought that was going to be an easy, quick job. I just finished it up. I come back in here in the barn to do the close up of it, and my rear end is going to be coming in here in just a couple of minutes because I'm dragging it around this afternoon finishing up this job. Oh, baby. Anyways, it was a nice day for it. It wasn't too windy, but it was muggy. I'm just sweating like a horned owl right now. But we got the tarp on. We got it tied down good again. So we're all set until the next hurricane is forecast. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this little video. Hope you liked how I tied my tarp down. If you do, give me some comments. And if you've got some other ideas on how you can tie tarps down to your shelters or secure your shelters, don't forget, load up the comments with that too, because as other people read through the comments, they'll get those ideas, and that'll help everybody. So thanks a lot. Click like, click subscribe if you haven't done so already, and we'll talk to you.